Hey guys, it's Abby and I am here today with my dog, obviously. So today I am going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day inspired makeup tutorial. I was going to be starting like spring inspired makeup tutorials, but I wasn't like getting like any inspiration for like spring stuff yet. And I was just like, I don't really know what to do. Like, I really want to do like a spring thing, but I'm like not having any good ideas. And so I was just scrolling through Pinterest and I saw like this green look, and it was just like, it was kind of like a camo like green. And then it just like hit me, like I could do a St. Patrick's Day one. So that's what I did. I'm really impressed with how it turned out actually. I really like it. It was just kind of like an idea like, And I just sat down and started, and it turned out pretty good. Because usually when I just sit down and start doing like an eyeshadow look, it turns out like awful, and then I'm like, well, that was a bad idea, so then I have to like come up with another one. Hey, stop it with the book. Okay, I keep like blabbering on and on about random stuff that doesn't even like really relate to the video. But yeah, so I really like how this turned out. And if you like how it turned out or like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to check out my other videos and my spring eyeshadow tutorials when I get inspiration. Dude, could you be any louder? Okay, so my memory card was full and I had to erase a bunch of videos and stuff because I haven't done that in a while. Oh my god. See, that serves you right for eating my book. But yeah, so this intro is pretty much a train wreck. But yeah, so I don't know if I said this already. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can check out my other videos when I upload them, and my spring tutorial when I ever figure out what I'm gonna do for some of those. Hey, knock it off with the book. I might need that. But yeah, so without further ado, let's just hop right on into the video. So first I'm going to start with my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, and I'm just going to be applying that to my lid, and that will act as a primer for my eyeshadow, and it will get away any of the veins or redness or discoloration on my eyelid, so we'll have a nice clean surface to start putting the eyeshadow on. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. Next, I'm going into my Coastal Scents 88 Original palette, and I am going to start out with a green shade, obviously. I'm going to insert a picture of like each shade that I'm using. So I'm just going to take the first shade and tap off the excess, and I am going to start by putting it all over the crease, focusing mainly on the inner corner. Because the look that I'm going for with this is I am sort of like a ombre effect. The outer corner is going to be the darkest, and then the inner corner is going to be the lightest. So basically just an ombre of like green shades. So I'm starting with the light color, obviously, because if we start with the dark color, then we really can't lighten it up. So we're just not going to put any dark on the inner corner. It's all going to be focused mainly on the outer corner. So we'll work our way from light to dark. So then I am going in with the next shade, tapping off the excess, and I'm going to start in the middle of the crease. And I'm just going to be blending that towards the inner corner and then all the way to the outer corner. But when you are blending it to the inner corner, it's not all the way to the inner corner, just so it blends nicely with the first shade that we applied, and then all the way to the outer corner. Then next I'm going to be taking the darker shade and I'm going to be applying that to the outer corner and blending it in. And then I'm going in with a second darker shade, and in the very outer corner I am going to be applying that. And then next I'm going to be taking my ColourPop highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. And I'm going to be taking a brush and applying that to the center of my lid. And then I'm just going to take the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray, and I'm just going to spray my brush with the product on it to make it a little more pigmented. And then after that, I am going to be taking my Ulta Illuminating Powder in the shade Yellow Diamond because it is like a goldy tone-ish. And I'm going to be taking that on the same brush and just going to be getting a lot of it. And then spraying it with the setting spray and applying that over the ColourPop highlighter. And for right now, that's all for the eyes except for the fake eyelashes. The ones that I'm going to be wearing, or like the one that I already have on, is the, I believe, Alpha Girl. Oh no, it doesn't, yeah, Alpha Girl, and it is from Black Magic Lashes. Okay, so moving on to face, I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup. I haven't used this in forever. It used to be one of my go-to favorites, but recently obviously I've only been using the Estee Lauder Double Wear because that is the best foundation I've ever tried. So I have not used this one in a long time, so I decided to mix things up a little bit and use this one instead. And this one is in the shade Nude 40, and I am going to be using an EcoTools, which brush is this? Custom Coverage Buffing Brush. And I haven't used this one in a while either. I've been using my Sigma F80 recently, but I have not washed that in a while. And my skin has been looking super bad recently, so I don't really want to put a dirty brush on my already really bad skin because I have a feeling that's just going to make it 10 times worse. So I'm just going to apply that to my face. But I kind of forgot how much I love this foundation. It's still definitely not better than the Estee Lauder, but I do really love this foundation. But it's not the most full coverage, so it's kind of a problem for days like today where my face is going crazy. But I love how natural it looks. So I'm just going to set my face. I think I'm just going to set my whole face because this foundation isn't matte. With the Estee Lauder foundation, I don't need to set my whole face all the time. Sometimes I do just because I get oily easy, but other times I don't, and I don't really have to with that one because it's such a long-lasting foundation, and it also dries matte, so basically it just stays on my skin all day. So I only really set around my nose and my forehead and my under eyes. But with this one, since it's more of a dewy finish, I'd rather set it all to make sure it stays. My skin actually looks really smooth. I mean, other than all of this, but my pores, they look really good. I mean, not good, pores can't look good, but they look a lot smaller than usual. Moving on to bronzing. I'm just going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh, I forgot to mention, the powder was the Coty Loose Airspun powder. But I'm going to take this bronzer and I'm just going to lightly dab it because this foundation can move if it's not sprayed with setting spray first. So I'm just going to dab it instead of doing strokes. Seam to my forehead. I really need to get a bigger brush for bronzing up my forehead. So now we are going to be using the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blush, and in the shade 10 Rosy, and then my e.l.f. blush brush. I'm just applying that to the cheekbones. Okay, ignoring the fact at how awful my skin looks today just in general, I think this foundation is making my skin look pretty darn good. Like, other than the fact that it just looks awful today, like, it looks pretty good. I forgot how much I liked this. Okay, next I'm going to do mascara on the upper lashes because I did not do that yet. I always do that like after I apply my lashes because I feel like it kind of like glues them to the lashes. So it makes it less obvious that you're wearing fake lashes. I mean, obviously, like, they're not subtle. But like, it's better than having like fake lashes like pointing up this way and then having like regular lashes like pointing down that way. Because if I curl them and then I don't like apply any mascara, then they just kind of like sink down and like don't stay. And then if I apply mascara before I apply my fake lashes, then I feel like they just get in the way and just doesn't work out very well. So I always apply mascara after. And then we're going to work on the bottom, like our lower lash line, and then I'm going to apply mascara to the lower lashes. So going back into the Coastal Scents palette, I'm going to take one shade, tap it off, and go from the outer corner and bring it in slightly. About like, I'd say halfway. And then same with that one. And that's it for the like colored parts, I guess, for like the green. And then I'm going to take my Ulta Illuminating Powder and just grab some of that and put it in the inner corner. And then I'm going to take some on the tip and go under my lower lash line with it. And then blending it so it overlaps with the green, and then it like blends together. So I'm going to be taking the same mascara that I applied to my upper lashes, which is the L'Oreal Voluminous, and I'm going to be applying that to my bottom lashes, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now staying with the whole green St. Patrick's Day theme. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, so we're gonna take the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. I feel so bad when he does that. But we're gonna take the shade Lucky Clover, which is that one right there. And I'm going to take it on a small brush and highlight. I think I'm gonna spray this. I'm gonna spray this with a little bit of setting spray just to make it a little more pigmented. I mean, the Anastasia shadows or highlighters are always crazy pigmented, but I like to be super extreme when it comes to highlighting, so and then now I'm going to spray my whole face with the Gerard Cosmetics setting spray. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to use a CoverGirl clear mascara to set my eyebrows in place. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so this is all for the St. Patrick's Day tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed doing it. And like I said at the beginning, I really love how it turned out. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!